Aloha, my family. So I'm coming on today unexpectedly, and I especially love these unexpected videos that are in between the in-between. So not the new moon or the first quarter or the full moon or the final quarter, but just those times in between where we need something extra. And this is one of those times. So I'm calling this the activation codes, the current activation codes, because this is helpful advice always. It's timeless guidance, but it is particularly helpful and activating right now as we are in this time on our way to the new moon. So we're in between the final quarter of the last and the new moon of the next cycle. So it doesn't involve the cards, but I brought them out because I'm also going to pull a card when I finish giving this small code. So the code is this. Right now is an excellent time to make to-do lists. We do this all the time, right? Why are to-do lists helpful always? Because they're kind of like mantras. When we put it onto paper what we have to do, and even more helpful when we act like it's already been done, when we can envision what the end result is. Then it becomes like mantras that we read or spells that we cast to make sure that we manifest the doing of those things. And right now, it's particularly useful to make to-do lists. On a small scale to a big scale. On a small scale, I mean making a to-do list for today. On a larger scale, I mean making a to-do list as far as invoking those qualities that you want to be right here and now. Making a list of those things that you want to do for the long run, for the long term. So today, I wanted to sit down with my son and go over some math and reading. And so we did. We did that. And I felt, I thought about it. I want to do this. And I immediately did it. I got it done and it was magical. And on a larger scale, my to-do list looks like this. I want to expand my garden. I will expand my garden. I am expanding my garden. Expansion of my garden. See how it evolves from I want to expand my garden to expansion of my garden. And then I write that down and I will see what that looks like. What does expanding my garden look like? So today is a very powerful day. We have all of the support to not just make those to-do lists, but reinvent what a to-do list looks like to us and make it more in the form of the future as though it's already been done. So that's something to consider always, but especially right now, today. Okay, so all those things that you want to do and all those things that you want to be, no matter how small or how big. Okay, that doesn't matter to the universe. Size doesn't matter to the universe. So only you are in your way. Only you set a time limit on those things, how long it's going to take to get or be those things. For example, I want to be a patient person. I can be that right now. I can be that right now. And I can truly even see right now what it looks like to be patient consistently for a long period of time, what results are going to come of that patience. I can see that right now. And because I can see that right now, it doesn't matter when I'm going to be that. If I consistently and persistently hold this vision, I will be that. The law makes it so. So today has a very special energy, a very special boost of power in helping us to remember that this is the truth always. That the universe doesn't care about time or size, that we're the only ones in the way, and that if we really want something, we can absolutely have it. We just have to know it right now. We know that we already have it in an alternate dimension, that everything already exists simultaneously in another dimension, and all we're doing is drawing it in. This is an infinitely abundant universe, and we are created in the image of the Creator, and we are creators ourselves. So today is a day to remind ourselves, the self, who we really are. This is the new year for the Mayan calendar. We've begun a new year, so it's very appropriate that right out of the day out of time, we would be experiencing this blank slate, this new beginning. So, to-do lists, want lists, when they become vision boards and manifestation prayers, they become much more powerful. And they help to set a foundation for the year we have ahead of us. And it doesn't matter how you're looking at it, whether it's not, the new year you're used to. It's a new beginning from many different angles. So pick one. And the one that I'm picking right now is just plain and simple that it's about to be a new moon. We've been following the moon cycle, so for that purpose, I'm choosing to look at that as the example right now. The new moon is on Wednesday, and I'll be doing the activation reading then. So it's a new beginning, and right now is the best time to make these to-do lists, these want lists, these who I want to be, what I want to do. There's nothing stopping us, and it's time to just do it right now. And you will know what I mean as soon as you just try it. We make lists all the time. We make vision boards all the time. But when you do it today, if you haven't yet, when you do it, you will feel what I'm saying. You will feel the power that is backing you up right now to accomplish those things, to hear yourself in a way that you never have, to observe yourself saying, this is the thing that I want, and this is the thing that I want to be, and saying, okay, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for that then. All right, so now I'm going to pick a card. Go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from if you feel so guided. Let me know what your thoughts are on your to-do list today. How does it feel if you, right now, for a second, while I shuffle these cards, right now, how does it feel when you close your eyes and you think of the first goal that comes to mind? Because whatever that is, it's got to be important. It's the first one that comes to mind. When you envision yourself not only wanting that thing, but having it right now, I want to know, what is that fire in you? How high is that fire burning? How wide is it burning? How hot is it burning? What is your level of passion for what you're wanting to achieve right now? I bet you're on fire. I bet you're on fire. Because that's what it is right now for the collective consciousness. Use that fire right now to repeat out loud as many times as you need to the affirmation that will bring the manifestation of your desire. Right now, close your eyes and see and feel yourself getting that thing that you want, achieving that thing that you want to achieve. It's very powerful right now, today. And the new moon is coming. So anytime you do that ritual right now, the blessings are going to be multiplied, magnified in a huge way. You're going to be able to achieve much more than just last week you thought you could have achieved. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick a card. What is the challenge and gift of the day? Thank you, archetypes and advanced spaces of the one, for showing us the archetype of the day with the wisdom to reveal our challenge, which, when aced, becomes the gift and the bridge to the future of the new moon. Whew. The King of Cups. Okay. So he was in our reading recently, and the King of Cups is the heir of water. Cups is the suit of the heart and emotions. So the king, the mature aspect of that suit, would be one who is in touch with his heart, because he already moved from the queen to the king, and the queen is in touch with her heart. She is the heart of hearts. So he moved through that already. He's in touch with it, and now he's making decisions based upon the truth of his heart. Now he's acting upon his heart. He's building internal programs, mental programming around the truth and authenticity and integrity of his heart. And because he does this in his mind, he sets it up inside. He then has that reflected on the outside. He sees a manifestation of that on the outside in form of a positive path. A path that is led by the heart back to the heart. So this is the challenge and the gift of the day. So when considering the download specifically is, right now, make to-do lists. See yourself doing those things that you want to do, having those things that you want to have, and then do them. Then the challenge in regards to that would be doing so maturely. Remembering that it has to be aligned with your heart, that anything that you're thinking you want or you wish to achieve, remembering that that has to be in alignment with the truth of your heart. Because when it comes time to manifest those things, which is going to be really soon, you guys, the new moon is here. When it comes time to manifest those visions, are you really going to feel 100% right and in your integrity and in your authenticity, taking advantage of those opportunities and making something of them? Because at that point, if your manifestations are not righteous, the manifestations as opportunities are not righteous, then at that point, as the King of Cups and as all the other archetypes supporting the King of Cups, you're not going to be able to step forward and fully access those opportunities because you'll realize that they weren't for the highest and they're not from your heart. So it's best right now to get our desires aligned with what is good for the highest good of the one. Because not only should we not have thoughts that are selfish, once we have opportunities to further that selfishness, we should at least then be able to use that as a red flag and stop there. And then where are we going to find ourselves? Right back here where we started. So it's better to right now align our will with that of the divine. Align what we want to be what is good for the highest good of the one, because what is good for one is good for one and all. There's always a way. Whatever is good for you and for the highest good of the one is always the answer. It's always the best. Because what you want and what you think is good for you, if it's not good for the whole, it's missing the cherry on top. It'll always miss the cherry on top if you do it this way. So right now, we make sure that we are aligned with our heart and the heart of the one as we envision what it is we truly want. And we make sure it's aligned because we are very powerful right now, supported by the universe in a way that is beyond our wildest imagination. So we better make sure that what we're fueling is an intention of love. Because the opportunity is coming. And when it comes and it's righteous and it allows us to stay on that virtuous path, we're going to be so grateful that we did the work to first make sure our heart was in its place, doing what it needs to do, and following that heart's guidance. So that we can gladly, and without wasting any time, without doubting, we can gladly say, I recognize this opportunity. I manifested this. I'm ready for it. Let's go. And we just, boom, go right into it. And then I just want to pull one more card, you guys, for the future, which is the new moon to come. And we'll see how this relates to the activation reading on Wednesday. Thank you, archetypes, faces of the one, for showing us a message of what is to come, what is to be initiated on Wednesday, the new moon. You saw it yourself, the King of Cups. Okay, so it's all about the King of Cups. That's exactly what I was just saying. I put this back in the deck, I shuffled it, and I picked it again. That just further solidifies what I said about making sure right now that our heart is in alignment with that which is for the highest good of the one before we manifest these powerful things. Because when they come, which they will, we're going to make sure that what we're stepping into is for the highest good. Otherwise, we're going to have to back up to this day, rewatch this video, and realign what we want and do it all over again. So this is a very powerful message today. This is a very powerful message today. Oh my God, you guys, it's like, this is what's on its way. So we're going to give you a little preview right now, this being the card for today. Hint, hint, it's all about the King of Cups. Align your heart with the heart of the one, and you will be that king. You will manifest all of your desires because a lot of power is backing us up right now. A lot of power is backing us up. So let's take advantage of this to feed the one, to do what's best for the highest good of the one. Make sure our hearts are aligned right now. And once you feel that, it only takes a moment. You know if what you want is for the highest good or not. So think about what you want. Write it down. Face it. Start there. Don't even think about it first. Just write down what you want. And then, with that innocent mind, observe it and say, okay, is this for the highest good of the one and all? Start with yourself and your family, your loved ones, and your friends, and then the world. Is it okay for all of them? Is it what's best for all of them? Is there a compromise that could be made that, everybody can be happy while not compromising your own happiness? Like, really, those are the things you think about once you get it out. And then fine tune it. Then tweak it. And once it is for the highest good of the one, then you have no doubt, no shame, no guilt, because you know it's for the highest good. And so you deserve to ask for that. And you know that we deserve to receive it. So there's no hesitation. I'm asking because this is for highest good. That's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's real. That's when you know it's for the highest good because you have no shame, no guilt. You don't hesitate at all. You're like, of course we deserve this. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this. And you ask and then we receive. And that's what will come for the next cycle. So stay tuned. Oh, thank you guys for tuning in and showing up and for doing this work. And if you feel inclined to share your to-do list, you know, however big or small they are, that's your own judgment. Maybe somebody else needs to see your small to-do list or your big one. So if you feel inclined to share, please go ahead and do so on your wall, share in the comments, whatever you feel. Let me know. Follow up with me later. Let me know what you felt from this video. Let me know what you felt from the archetypes, from your experience that you're going to have today. In making these to-do lists, after your meditations, please check in with me. Let me know. Drop a line. Leave a comment. Let me know how powerful you felt. And if you felt proud of yourself because your visions and your desires are aligned with that of the one. Go ahead and drop a comment. Don't forget. I think this has been an awesome community, and I'm so grateful for you guys, and I would love to see more interaction and things like this. You know, remembering this video and later coming back at the end of the day to say, hey, this was my experience, you guys. And then whoever else tuned in and is doing the work can share theirs, and it just really takes us deeper into the next level. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sharing what you have so far here. And I'm really excited to see all of you manifest those visions and desires for the highest good of all of us. Mahalo. Aloha. I see you Wednesday. Peace.